started it. 3 receivers.
I'll give it a second and see if it'll catch up. It might be delaying a little bit.
A carry for Powell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Sometimes they do that just so they can watch
it.
it.
A face mask.
Make sure nothing's funky going on.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
It shows you on there.
Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen the coverage was go downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
6-1.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call.
It was fast.
Puts them right back on the field, and they got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
You can overdip it.
First down. Out left to Anderson.
Yeah, that's pretty good for your prostate.
Touchdown, New York.
Do you check your own prostate?
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead.
That's enough your mom.
Did you see
that? That's pretty close if your mom will check your own property.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them.
Preferred checking mom versus my mom checking
as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard
very tall
line.
receivers either, 5'11", 5'9". Very Fitzgerald.
Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 5. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10. Mayfield to throw.
They got Hakeem Butler, 6'5".
And that's going to be incomplete.
Fitzgerald going to be on the outside. Very impressive on the inside.
It's second down.
India Isabella.
Baker Mayfield as a rookie 3 times. He led the Browns back to victory in the fourth
he'll
quarter.
retire after the first
What can he do here in year number 2?
Got 295 speed receivers.
Over the middle to Beckham.
You said
And they worked this
return
right
game?
upfield across the 45.
Very good. Is that what your lady friends tell you?
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was trying to go back to Beckham.
What's your line look like?
Bring up second down.
72,
These are the spots, this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with his stride for stride.
He'll buy some time right, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
I usually end up with a shitload of first-round pass picks.
He's going to let it fly.
To get rid of shit off my team.
Incomplete.
Well,
they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Oh, what I call a timeout?
Hit the big square in the middle. Ooh, I got.
And it's fourth down.
Damn. Check out my middle linebacker speed. 84, 88, 85, 85, and 84.
Who the heck are they?
Now Mayfield on
Jordan
fourth
Hicks,
down, being chased out left.
Hussein Reddick from Temple.
Deep downfield.
Joe Walker from
It's going to
Oregon.
wind up incomplete.
Dennis
However, we
Fredette
do have a
from
flag
Sioux
down.
Falls.
Let's check in with the referee. So they declined the penalty.
Thank goodness, because they make up for Suggs, and he's 76.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Hope he retired too.
Be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying,
oh, hell yeah. Got Byron Murphy. Rookie corner.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Oh, yeah, I haven't checked. How long are your quarters? How long the quarters do you play?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Oh, damn.
Mike 53.
I played 7.
Here I come. Tighten up.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned
neck
and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate
See how far behind it is.
So for the Jets, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
One more horse racing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
After that, I will adjust sliders. Do you do scouting?
Yeah, I'll do the scouting, but I'll do the training. I do that automatic. I'll pick what to
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft.
Where you go to the training
select
camp
to scout this player and unlock his
each
skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams.
Yeah, scout for the draft. I will. I'll do that. Because I go after certain people. I can usually find the right ones. You can upload a draft class. Go to upload a draft class. Sure. Yeah, you can. Somebody's already made the draft class. You can go download it. Have Tua Tagovailoa.
On the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can
put it on All Pro. It'll be a better.
Like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coast regret it.
Look up the ones Mr. Hurricane. He usually finds some good sliders.
Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now I can juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard.
Map sliders? Hey, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you talking to your boyfriends on Grindr?
After a good punt, this offense will start with top field position
rough cut of the film,
10.
what he did. Well, somebody's not just one.
Alert!
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Damn it,
Aaron
let's
Donald with a sack.
I dove instead of slid.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here at 2nd and 15. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mayfield off the play fake. On the move to his left.
Now
Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football.
My line looks like an Oreo cookie.
Touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
Ooh,
that, among other things.
I got a tip drill.
We'll just keep this one PG.
CC violation.
No doubt.
You know what that is, Nate?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
That's
a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Well, that explains why you're so excited about it.
The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Boom, you got Pat.
Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have a run, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Fumble.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Heart linebacker.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Come on.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Defense.
Oh.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Landry now on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
Yeah, if we start an online franchise, we get to play each other.
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception.
Not just whenever your team pops up.
Down goes Baker Mayfield. Samson Abuka from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays as your offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your...
Well, this is taken in touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
We're trying to get used to Madden and then don't stop.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Deep. Nate, shut up.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on
Atlanta,
the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches
and we've had
quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long.
You at least have a chance in All-Pro versus Madden. You really don't have a chance.
Good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Who are you playing against?
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 33.
This is Hunt. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. And that last reception.
So close. You want to challenge it?
You see that? Look.
Challenge it. Why don't you challenge it?
Look at that. He hasn't hit the ground yet.
Challenge it.
I'm doing.
Puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk as one of my...
What?
Let's go. Do it.
That is bullshit.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. This will be fielded at the 6.
And it's still a challenge.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Trying to outscore. Seems like in Madden, you're just chasing scoring.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. On 1st and 10, Mayfield steps away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
After the interception, here's Gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's Hunt. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now gone. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Triangle, I think?
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
like all pro
we
or
know
all
what the
Madden
basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
Just turn them down.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, that's part of it. Get injuries. Go to the backups.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action. Mayfield forced out to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Look, you're playing 12-minute quarter.
Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, you weren't past the line of scrimmage, dude.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I wouldn't mind taking Kingsbury to Seattle.
As well.
Protect yourself, man.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed
everyone,
everyone, took away all the passing angles,
the team.
thus the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times.
Did they have any body doubles that look like
Kingsbury?
He created a coaching.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running who's getting up to a hot start,
score is just way too high
before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
42 to 27. That's way too high score.
74 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously
you select a corner or something?
And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Check their man coverage.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
See if they're stronger at zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going deep here for Landry, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
You get team relocation.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys will take over
Nate's still in here,
at the 30-yard line. 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised.
Alien
but that was an
isolation.
opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 30 yards. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
One, you don't play 12-minute quarters.
The end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
7 will give you realistic stats and
no
stuff.
question about it.
7, 8, 9,
on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Tomorrow. We'll see if we can get your dad on tomorrow.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Working out of the gun. Mayfield escaping the pressure right.
Football, the game tomorrow.
Football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Zerline now for the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Next to score, Rams 63, Browns 27.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long, being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clay Matthews able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this.
Robert Woods, 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 60 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield off the play fake, buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Samson Abukum, his 2nd sack of the night. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years. Nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns. But just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
They'll run the sweep here. This is Cup, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The tight end Seth DeValve, the intended receiver. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 59 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Mayfield, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.